Good afternoon, family. Thanks for checking out today's video. This is take 2 of my video today. I hope everybody had a good couple weeks. I've been away, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Rick Hutchins saying, hi, John. Hi, Rick. I'm just going to give maybe people a minute to filter into the room. Anthony says he's back. I'm back, hopefully with a better video quality than I had a moment ago. And I think we're going to be doing okay here. So, Carrie's in checking in saying hello. So I think people are starting to filter in and get back in here. So let me just try this here. Hopefully it doesn't screw up my internet. Sorry, just wanted to give everybody a second to get in here. Like I said, it has been since the 20th since I've been on. So it's been like 12 days since I've been able to go live. I had a very good week away from here, I suppose. It was very busy, and it's nice to be done and have had a little bit of a chance to relax. I'm still pretty tired from the whole thing overall, but it was a good event. So going in when I left, I didn't realize I was 301. So but when I was getting ready to leave, and on Wednesday I did my weigh-in, I was 301. And I had all these big plans of how much weight I would lose and how amazing it was going to be. And I don't believe that I've lost much weight overall since I left, because some of our plans did not go as planned, or some of the things that we had planned didn't go according to plan. And so the food that I ate throughout the week was not 100% whole food, plant-based, SOS free. When we were getting ready to leave for the event and I was driving down the road, I can remember kind of thinking to myself, I just need to try to stay on diet as long as possible, and and then that way it'll give me the best chance to lose the most amount of weight. And then ended up being like the first day. So I was with my son a lot over the 10 days or the 8 days that we were out there. So it was me and my son were together, and I probably would have been fine without eating for a little while longer, but I needed to make sure that he had some food. We didn't really pack a lot of food for us to take, and we were on our own for the first 24 hours essentially. And so really the first day I ended up getting food at Chipotle. It was, vegan. It was the sofritas. And that kind of was, the beginning of the week is, when I kind of broke that mental kind of promise I was making, not promise, but that I was like, as long as I can stay compliant, then abstinence for me just seems to work so much better. So if I can stay compliant for as long as possible, then when I do break and then I start letting these other things in, then it won't be as bad. But overall through the week, I didn't end up eating a lot of volume of food. It is really, I kind of gave up the volume for calorie, or like something like that. So Frida's from Chipotle was higher calorie, but I didn't eat anything else that day but Chipotle. And then one day we had these pitas that was pretty much all I ate. And then there was a vendor at this event that was there a couple nights that they had falafels that I think Carrie just ordered them without something that would have made them non-vegan. That was what I ate. But I didn't eat like I normally eat. Like I never had shredded wheat. I didn't have really regular breakfast or lunch. It was really just dinner. So I the week didn't go as I planned with food, but I'm not disappointed with how it went because it freed up some of our time, and I do believe I still lost weight. I'm going to try to get this camera going here and see how it goes. But also in comparing this year to last year, the weather was amazing this year. It was between 65 and 85 pretty much the whole week. Last year, it was in the upper 90s for the first half of the week, and then it started to cool down. And so the weather itself last year was more conducive to losing weight because I was out in it the whole time. So Carrie said it was a tough one. Once you broke the seal, you had a lot of pickles and falafels and an acai bowl. Yeah, we had some acai bowls that were amazing. Like just awesome. I had this mango, this place that was selling acai bowls had, they had the acai base, but they also had where you could use a mango base, and it was just phenomenal. Just so sweet. It was just like frozen blended mango smoothie. And then I had some berries on it and there's some oatmeal on it as well. Are you weighing in today? I am going to try to weigh in here today. I'm working on getting the camera in the right spot. I don't know what it's going to look like because I didn't have it in the spot ahead of time. So let me see what happens when I click this button. And then click this button. Well, that didn't work. Doesn't appear to be working. All right. I suppose I could just weigh in and then take a photo and show you guys, I guess. So that's what we'll do. Everything's just not working on a Monday today. Take 2 weeks off and then everything quits working. So, yeah, I will, was it actually the thing that was up though? Carrie's saying it was up there for a moment. Now she's got me second guessing my, oh, I guess it's still on. Let me see if I go here. Yeah, it's not connected. Oh. Yeah, it's not going to. Now everybody was saying it was up when I turned it off before. So I must have screwed it up. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be working now. So we will stop that and then I'll go over here. So yeah, let me get on here and weigh in and then we'll kind of go over go over things. So on Wednesday before I left, I was 301 pounds. I did do a lot of walking and a lot of activity that I'll go over here after I weigh in, but I also did eat a good amount of food. So let's check this out. Oh shit. Oh. Check it out again. So I did not lose a whole lot of weight, but I did, let's see. So I was 299.8. So I lost 1.2 pounds this year, which is way less than I expected to lose. But I'm happy to be under the 300. I feel like I should be able to keep myself under 300 pounds now, and that maybe I am officially under 300 for good. It has been a long trip to get to this point, and I am really happy. I've been feeling amazing the last couple days. I feel like my clothes are just fitting so much better, and I'm just feeling overall thinner throughout my whole body here. Let me see a couple things that I was gonna go over here. Let me try. You know what? I was gonna do this, and now I'm realizing that it's not gonna come up on the screen. Let's see. Carrie says, yay. Hey, under 300. Anthony says, yay. Rick says, fantastic. So happy for you. Carrie says, you look really good. Time for an updated before and after photo. Yes, I've been, I don't know, just for whatever reason, haven't been doing any photos or getting any before and after photos. So, I need to get some a new before and after photo, because it's been a couple months since I've had one. Let me see if this works here. I don't know why it's not working today. It's not working today. So, one of the things I was going to go over, because, I'm going to maybe leave this up, and then if it starts working, and it'll show up, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So, I wear my, let's see. So happy for you. You look really good. Yeah, it must have been the sun. You were worried that I got CV. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I kind of tried to let people know that I was going to be gone for, the last half of July. I kind of knew going into, that I wasn't going to have much time. And so, yeah, I do not have COVID. I have, people around me have been getting it. So it sounds like it's it's going around a little bit more. But I wanted to go and look at my step total here. So let me see if this shows July 7th through July 4th, July 5th through August 1st. So, unfortunately, it is, let's see. Okay. So I think this will show up if I throw it up there, but this is kind of my 4-week step count. So if you look on the lower part there, the 7.5, my step counts was generally around 7.2 thousand steps. There was one day in there I almost hit 14,000, but then starting at the end of that week. Oh, there we go. It finally popped up. So starting last Thursday, I started hitting 20,000 steps. And so that was pretty crazy. I'm going to go through and see. Let me see. So go back to just a comparison. We'll go to the Monday before I went on the trip. I had 8,286 steps. That was actually probably a high step count for me, because I was getting stuff ready for the event. And I see that my screen's kind of frozen up here, so I don't know if it's going to catch up or not. But Carrie says she needs to do my job on ride. Cleaning the bathrooms and loading and unloading luggage doesn't get her many activity points. Hallie says, great job. Carrie looks great too on the thumbnail photo. You find photos show more progress than the scale for you. Yeah, absolutely. The photos really, there is a huge difference between the two different ones. So what's up on the screen there is just like the Monday before. I flipped to the Tuesday. I was at 9,400 steps there. But then if you go to that Friday, the first day, actually, so then it ramps up actually. So Tuesday it was 94. There we go. It's catching up here. So 9,400 the Tuesday before. Wednesday, I was at 12,185 steps. Then Thursday was the first day that I reached the 20,000 steps throughout the week. And then Friday, another 20,000 steps on Friday, 23,000 steps on Saturday, 25,000 steps on Sunday, 23,000. Oh, you know what? I'm going too fast for the video. So like I'm saying the things and then it's way behind here. So I'll give it a second to catch up. Let's see where it's at. So Sunday, 25,000. Monday, 23,123 steps. See how long it takes for it to go. So in each of these towns, I could probably figure out which towns I was going in and out of. So Sunday, it would have been into Ida Grove. Monday, it would have been into Pocahontas. This was Tuesday's steps were, Emmitsburg. 20,000 steps. So I still got over 20,000 steps on Tuesday. And then the next day, there was a lot of steps the next day because so the event I was doing was called Ragbri. The riders come into town and they don't know exactly where to go. So we have to put signs up directing them from like the main campground into where we're at. And on Wednesday, I had about the longest distance that I had to travel to put the signs up. And so I had 28,892 steps on Wednesday. Thursday, it was quite a bit easier. And so I had fewer steps, still over 20,000 steps. On Thursday, I was able to put in... Is that what that is? Carrie says that I walked 15 miles on Wednesday. Is that what that total steps? Oh, it said it in the bottom. I didn't even see. So I'm just looking at the step count, but it actually tells me the distance there. So on Thursday here, I had 21,000 steps. I walked a distance of 11 miles. It says I burned 4,989 calories. So Friday was another not too bad day with putting up the signs and overall walking around. I walked a distance on Friday of 11.6 miles. It was 4,382 calories burned, and the step count was 22,355. Carrie says that that's why you were a zombie yesterday. Yes, yesterday, I think I was awake for a total of 4 hours yesterday. Like, I slept more yesterday than I was awake because the schedule that I kept throughout the week is pretty hectic. I was getting up at 4 in the morning and not going to bed generally till after 11 p.m. So it was a hectic, frantic week. And then the last day of the event was on Saturday. Looks like I walked a distance of 11.5 miles, burned 4,719 calories, and had a total step count of 22,161 steps. So my activity level was through the roof for the week. And so I kind of traded that increased activity for increased calories or a different calories. Carrie says that it was freezing overnight and I had my wife was snoring next to me. Just not great sleep. Yeah, it was not great sleep throughout the week. We had some issues with air mattresses the first couple days, and then once we got that figured out, everything was great. But yeah, that Wednesday walking 15 miles, burning 6,206 calories, according to this, is pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, my feet, I can tell that my feet were sore the last few days and ready, needed the relaxation. My calf muscles feel amazing. They're huge. So maybe I didn't lose so much weight because I gained so much muscle in my calves, but they really feel good as far as strength goes. And overall, I mean, this whole event, I needed to have days where I had to walk 28,000 steps. And if I would have still been 519 pounds, there's no way I would have been able to walk those 28,000 steps. I wouldn't have been able to do my job and perform at the level that I was hoping to perform at. So I'm happy that I've lost the weight and it's allowed me to, be able to do these things and to not be just totally wiped out. I did not really take any good photos. Let me see if there's anything worth sharing. There's really nothing food wise. Yeah, it was all. I think the only photo I took was yesterday when I got home. So this was the only. Shoot, it's way behind here, but um yeah, I'm happy to have lost 1.2 pounds though. I'm happy to be down. I feel like I lost way more than 1.2 pounds. Like I said, my clothing, my skin, my ribs, just everything about my feel. I really feel amazing. I got to say another huge, non-scale victory I had was that I had tons and tons of compliments from these people that I was working with. They saw me, a lot of these people saw me in 2019 when I was, in the upper 400s, maybe even pushing 500 at that time. And then last year, after losing 200 pounds, getting out there, I was about 325 pounds. And then even this year, coming in being 25 pounds lighter than when I started last year, had lots of people even making comments about how I looked like I had lost weight, even from the previous year. Just amazing feedback from people and just how much healthier I am and how much healthier I look. And it was great to kind of rub off on these people a little bit maybe, or, see if, show them that you can lose weight and you can keep it off. Cause I've done lots of yo-yoing, and I think that there's really never been a point in my life where I've lost a large amount of weight and then a year later I had still kept that large amount of weight off. Many times I would lose a bunch of weight and get it off for a short period of time, but then within a year be back on the other end of it, gaining the weight back or even being heavier than I was before. But real quick, the only food photo I did take was yesterday at home, right back to the ears of corn, getting right back into the whole food plant-based diet and the way of eating. Yesterday I had lots of corn and what else was there? Shredded wheat. Had lots of shredded wheat yesterday as well. And then we're gonna, like I said, get back into our normal routine. Everything for the last 12 days was out of the ordinary and not very rare and appropriate, I suppose. The one thing that I do, I talked a little bit about the food that I had. I did drink some soda throughout the week. I have this thing for Barks root beer. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And I did drink some of that over the week. One of the things for me with soda and with drinks that I've really changed my opinion on or my mindset on is the difference between drinking like a regular soda and drinking like a 0-calorie diet soda or a 0-calorie sports drink is that I, especially after reading books like Salt, Sugar, Fat, I am not a fan of 0-calorie sweeteners. I think that if you're going to drink something that is sweet, that it might be better to drink something that actually has sugar in it than drinking the artificial sweeteners. It's just kind of an opinion that I've developed over all the stuff that I've been reading and things that I've seen. And so for me, if I am going to have a soda like I did this past week, I am going to drink a soda that has calories in it. I drank a lot of diet soda throughout my life, like probably more diet soda than most people who have ever lived or whoever will live. I would drink a 6-pack of 16-ounce or 20-ounce diet sodas every day, and I did that for a couple years. And I noticed it even at the time that if I ever drank a regular soda, that I would always drink way less. Like with diet soda, it was just constant, I would constantly be drinking it and drinking it and drinking it. But if I had a regular soda, I would just drink a little bit of it and I would be satisfied. And I never really thought much of it. But I think it just has to do with the fact that there's actual calories in soda. So you do get satisfied, whereas the diet soda does not have calories. And I, I don't know what is going on with those sweeteners, but it's stuff that's not digestible by your body. It's not usable by your body. And so I've kind of developed the opinion that it's really not much different than consuming like a plastic or like a sweet plastic or, because your body's not going to do anything with it. So I did have some sodas. They were regular sodas. And I did that mostly for the calories. Like you saw on the Garmin thing I was showing, there were some days I was burning 4, 5, 6,000 calories in the day. The only food I was eating were these, maybe an acai bowl that had 300-400 calories in it, or a falafel that might have had about the same calories, probably less than the acai bowls had. And then I did have some mango and cashews throughout the week too. But the volume of food that I ate was way down. I ended up eating a higher calorie dense food, but it was, again, I had access to higher calorie dense foods, but I didn't have access to the volume of those higher calorie density foods that I usually have of the low calorie dense foods that we eat day to day. So I think it worked out well. I was able to survive the week and come out less than I went in. So I'm happy with it. If anybody has any questions, they can ask them, or if you're watching this video afterwards, make sure to ask them. But I am going to get out of here now. I had a great week. I'm excited to be back here and to be able to get back into my routine, because I do my best when I'm on a routine and I'm staying abstinent from the junk food. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it, or seeing that scale go under, and to be under 300. I should, in fact, update this now while I have it here. I should have done it the second that I did the weight, but 299.8 pounds under 300. I feel like I'm under 300. I feel like I earned it this time, or that I actually am supposed to be here now. So I'm looking forward to this next week. I probably won't weigh in on Wednesday now because I weighed in today, but I am excited about this next week and getting back into things. Thank you guys all for your support. Thanks for coming back and watching the videos, and checking out my live stream. I know being away for 10 days is like an eternity in the YouTube world, so I appreciate it. Pretty Girl's mom says, get some more rest this evening, eat some good food for you too. Yes, we were going through the coolers here, and some of them still had ice and they were still pretty cold. And I was eating grapes all day because we had a bag of grapes that was in one of the coolers. But yes, eating good food, getting back into the healthiest aspects of my diet. I'm looking forward to it. But thank you guys for supporting me and following along with my weight loss here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, get subscribed to the channel. Click on that bell icon so you get alerted when I go live or post new videos. And if you haven't started your diet yet, get started right now. There's no reason to wait. You get started now, you'll be so much further ahead than if you wait, and nobody ever gets to their goals and wishes that they would have waited. Everybody wishes they would have started sooner. I'm the same way. So get started right now. You guys all have a great evening. I will talk to you tomorrow.